guys, it's Whitney, your family practice PA here, and today's video is going to be about the new COVID booster vaccine. So what we're going to focus on is the bivalent, which means it has two different strains that it's covering, and it's really a breakthrough technology, something we've been waiting for all of 2022, and we finally have FDA approval along with CDC, and it is out now in your pharmacies and your medical providers' offices. So without further ado, let's get further into it. So it is, like I said, a bivalent COVID vaccine, which is different than what we've had so far. The two main ones I'm going to focus on today are the Moderna and the Pfizer-BioNTech ones. So it's the primary series. A lot of us have gotten the primary series at least plus one booster. So all of those have been covering the primary or the original strain. So it still helps prevent against severe disease. So I still see with it a lot of importance with that. But as a lot of you guys probably have experienced, a lot of my patients, a lot of my colleagues, it does not help prevent this Omicron variant. We do not have a whole lot of Omicron coverage. So my patients that are vaccinated have not had as severe cases, have not had anywhere near the hospitalizations, but they're still getting the virus and they're still not feeling very well. So as we go into these colder months, these winter months, we were really waiting and anxious for this. So to break down some of those differences, I wanted to do a short video on this for you guys. So it is a single dose booster. So it's just one, unlike the primary series that we had with Moderna and Pfizer. So it's a single dose booster, and it needs to be at least 2 months after your last dose. So whether that was your primary series where you were getting the first two, or you had a booster number 3, or your second booster number 4, depending on where you fell in age bracket, and also high risk of COVID. So 2 months after the last dose, a lot of the pharmacists here, at least in the Orlando area, are asking for proof of that one to make sure it's been long enough. So make sure you bring your CDC card or proof of the vaccine. This is a bivalent, so it has 2 of the mRNA components. So this messenger RNA of the SARS-CoV-2, which is COVID-19 virus. One of the original strains, and then it also has one that is in common with BA4 and BA5. Those are the mutations of the Omicron variant that we have going on. BA4 and BA5 are pretty much all we have in the United States for the most part right now. So having both of those coverages is huge. So it's one of the originals, so you're still getting protection, but then it also has one in common between BA4 and BA5 of the Omicron variant. So for Moderna, it is only approved for 18 years and older. So our 12 and up is only for Pfizer and BioNTech. So 18 years and older for the Moderna booster, that's the bivalent, and 12 years and older for the Pfizer BioNTech for the booster, for the bivalent. Okay, so one of the most, you might be asking yourself, why is it so important? So the importance of this is that we're entering into these winter months. So we're going to start being colder in a lot of areas of the United States. We're going to be inside more, not having as much fresh air, having more bigger groups together. A lot of the mask mandates are down. You can go on either side of that, but it's just saying there's a lot of people around. We're going to be hitting a lot of our holidays with Thanksgiving and Christmas. So there's going to be larger groups of people, family, also lots of traveling. So there's a huge fear that we're going to see a spike in cases of this BA4 and 5 of the Omicron variant. We're still seeing a ton of it. I see it every single day in my practice, people testing positive. And like I said, the hospitalizations are down, but people still don't feel very well. And with increased cases, there's going to be some increased hospitalization. It's just a percentage number. So you're always, same way with the flu. We have people that get hospitalized with the flu and unfortunately die of the flu every single year. And then we're going to have our flu season on top of all of this. So we want to get coverage of this. So with that coming, we were really excited about these 2 bivalent COVID vaccines coming out. So with the BA4, BA5 increased cases with the colder months coming, that was one of the biggest important pushes that we could have this. One reason that it was a huge medical breakthrough is that the spike protein, what your body builds immunity to when we give the vaccine, the spike protein of the virus is identical for BA4 and BA5. So we were able to get both coverages of those mutations. So that was where a huge breakthrough was coming in with the studies they've done and what we're seeing going forward. So with that though, no monovalent boosters will be available any longer. So the Pfizer booster and the Moderna booster, the original strain only, those will not be available any longer, the FDA announced. So the only boosters available from here on out is going to be the bivalent, the double coverage of the original strain and these two Omicron variants or mutations. So that is one big thing to consider. And then the cool thing is the side effects are very similar to the original monovalent vaccine that we've had. So what we're seeing is possible redness at the injection site, which you can have with any vaccine, body aches, low-grade fevers, chills, some nausea. We can see some lymph node inflammation on usually the same side that you get the vaccine. So it is very similar. There's always ongoing studies. It is a new vaccine, so make sure you talk to your healthcare provider. Make sure you do your own research, see what you're the most comfortable with. But just wanted to have the video hopefully go over just some of the simple basics of what's different between this booster and the previous boosters we've had. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer it, so you can leave it in the comments below. There's people on both sides of this, so not trying to make it a political thing, just wanted to get some information out there. But yeah, your local pharmacies, they're all around, and then also your medical provider, your health departments, there's going to be different pop-ups around the country as well. So I hope you got something out of today's video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to see new videos coming out every single week, and then if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll see you on the next video.